What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Pete's Carport. Today we're going to be jumping into a totally different car, one that's not part of the channel, but we're going to be changing out the headlights of one of Zay's friends, and we're going to be basically taking off the bumper. And this is an FRS Scion, similar to the BRZ, so it's a pretty nice car. It's got some tunes done to it, exhaust, and we're going to show you guys how to change out the headlights. We're going to be taking off the front bumper. It is a little difficult. Real quick, I'm going to show you. Mainly, you got your 10mm bolts that run along here, the ones that run along the lights. You've got a couple clips on each end here, and then this piece pops off. Where it gets difficult is down on the wheel well. You're going to have some basically rubberized clips that pop off here, and then you're going to need to pop off your little corner piece here. Up inside here, there's going to be one more, I don't know if I can focus on that, one more little rubber piece up in here. Once you get that out, you're going to be able to pry this aside, and there's another 10mm bolt that runs right there, and on the other side of that there's a nut that you actually have to get up in there and hold. Once that comes out, you should be able to pull the bumper forward. So let's get those out, and I'll show you guys the next step to taking out these headlights. Alright, so we got that bolt off that goes up under here. Now we should be able to just wiggle this front bumper off. There it goes. There's actually a couple more clips that are going to be right up underneath here on the wheel guard, but we don't need to take those off because right now we can access the bolt that we need to get to down there that's holding this light in. So basically we've disassembled the top part of the light, and the reason why we had to take this bumper off is because there's one more, actually it's just more of a mounting clip, I think. I think there's one more bolt, yeah, on the side here. There's one more bolt right over here that by pulling the bumper forward we're able to access. So you don't need to take the bumper completely off. We'll be able to slide everything back in. So I'm going to get this last bolt on the side here off, and we'll be able to pull this headlight assembly out, and then we're going to basically reattach our headlights, put them in. I'm going to show you guys what everything's going to look like because they're pretty cool lights that we're going to be putting in here. Alright, so we got the stock ones out. I wanted to point out there's actually two bolts on the side here that connect this plastic housing that the stock headlights as well as the aftermarket headlights slide into. So you've got two bolt holes here, and then the whole thing will come out with the housing. This housing is going to be used on our aftermarket lights. If you want to come over here, we got this one installed. These are pretty killer lights. The downside to them is we have an HID setup that was on here when we bought the car. The new headlights are not capable of running the HIDs because they're built in, I believe, halogen, and then they've got the daytime white running lights. These are more of a yellow hue. I like it. I prefer it. You don't have as many issues with the these type of lights as you do with your with the other setups with the baluster and everything. So we're going to pull out the ones that were in there. We're going to set off our stock headlight housing. We're going to put the other one in there, and it's getting a little dark, so we'll be able to show you guys how the new ones look in there. So stay tuned. All right, we got her tidied up. The lights are in. Juan's going to go ahead and flip the lights on. Hopefully it's dark enough for you guys to see. It's got these really nice white running lights here and your yellow light there. I think it looks really good with the black casing compared to the stock one. Alright, so if you guys are doing this at home and you have any questions on how to get that front bumper off, one thing I do want to say is we didn't get this line back up yet, so we got to play around with that another day. He's going to come back out and we're going to do some other things, but I got to get back home, so we got to basically pull this off and realign that in there. But the other side pulled up really nicely. We also think there's a possibility that this is a bumper that's been changed out, so some of the nuts, bolts, and stuff weren't going in perfectly or coming out perfectly, but we got it done. Once again, the most difficult part about it, which is really not that tough, is behind this light here. You're going to have a bolt and a nut that you got to reach up in there and hold on to the nut, and you can undo the bolt, and that will basically allow you to pull the entire front bumper off. And then you've got two bolts here that hold the light housing in, and then you'll be able to pull your lights out. So not difficult. Probably took us about an hour, and that was without knowing what to do. So once again, this is Pete's Carport. Thanks guys for tuning in, liking, and subscribing. I hope you guys like this video. Completely different car than we've ever had on this channel, but an awesome car. And I'm gonna have him start it up so we can hear what it sounds like, because he's got some stuff done to this. He's got, what do you have, a stage 2 tune? Yeah. Stage 2 tune. He's got headers, standard, as you can hear. That sounds mean. That's that Boxer engine, which is a famous engine you guys know. Hopefully you guys like this video. Have a great day, and don't forget to share the video.